I'm Jordan Jeske, and so I'm the owner of Cornerstone Hauling and Gardening, and this is our shop right here behind us. I grew up in Redding, California, and my family was like a lot of families, dysfunctional. We pretend like we go to church and pretend to be these Christians, and then come home into this violent family. So that really discouraged my beliefs in God. One thing's led to the next, and ended up with a meth addiction for multiple years. Started stealing and supplying my habit, and I went to prison. They gave me 5 years in prison, and I did 2.5 of that. Yeah, so the first year out of prison was very difficult for me. 2010 was when I was released from prison, and my parole plan said I was incorrigible and a menace to society, basically hopeless, you know. But God has bigger plans for individuals like us. During this time, I tried to look for work, and it was very difficult for me. Nobody wanted to hire an ex-felon. I landed this little side job doing some landscaping, and it was my buddy's dad that taught me the trade of landscaping. And I thought, maybe I could start my own business. So I branched off by myself, and opened up Cornerstone Hauling and Gardening. And we only had 2 employees at that time when I started in June of 2015. Now we're in October 2017. We have 14 employees. So all these employees are mostly ex-convicts. I usually hire guys that have felonies. We actually have a couple women that work with us. So it's not just my family living in the house. I have 4 ex-felons that live in my house as well, have done some serious amount of time. Right now, it's my wife and I and our 2 little children. So Darius is 3.5 years old, and Serafina is our little baby girl that's 9 months. And then we have 4 grown adults living with us. One of them, his name is Kurt. He did 31 years at Soledad. We have another one named Jared, who just recently got paroled last week. He just did 15 years. He's a Toomey graduate. And we have a guy named Brian. He was also a Toomey student, and he did about a few years in prison. And then we have Johnny Palencia. He did 27 years in prison.